Oh, what's going on, everyone? Log in, like, share, and subscribe. You already know where you at. You already know. You know. So, here we go. Here I am. So now, you seen the title of this one. Sonetta is hell-bent on making God some kind of homosexual, weird, pedophile type of person. For some reason, he's been on a big-ass rant with this and Farrakhan. He wants you to be able to say what you want about certain things the way he wants you to say them. Like, that ain't how the world works. So we're gonna go into this here as I'm sitting here listening to this here. He calls the interrogation room. He's talking to someone about certain things in the Bible, and I'm gonna break this shit down, this bullshit that he's trying to ensue or whatever like that. So let's go ahead.
So you're saying kissing another man is that too, though, right?
But if you kiss another man on the mouth, but here's the difference. We have a law that tells us we can't be homosexual. So that would lead me to deduce that if two men did kiss, it would not be in a homoerotic way where they swap and spit. There's no law in Kemet that says you should be put to death for being a homosexual, but I see in the
You know why? Because we wasn't doing that. Because it wasn't going on, brother.
If you weren't doing that, then explain to me why in your mythology, in order to tell a story, you have to tell it from the perspective of pedophilia and homosexuality. Why?
You're breaking up, brother. You're breaking up. Where you at?
Like, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
So I'm saying is, if you guys weren't, no, not if you guys, but if in ancient Egypt they weren't practicing homosexuality, why does their mythology, why are they rationalizing and trying to convey messages through homosexuality and pedophilia like it's spelled 700? What sense does that make? If that's not what was going on and that was irregular to them, why would that be a part of their mythology?
I have no idea, brother. If I wish I could, and that's a question that I will ask my brother Jabari. And I'm quite sure. Hey, let me tell you something. Oh, man, that's beautiful, brother. I got to bring you to the house, man, where you can sit down with us, man, and talk.
Now you see this here he brought up. I am distressed for thee, my brother Jonathan. Very pleasant hast thou been unto me. Thy love to me was wonderful, passing the love of women. And I guess you're taking that and saying that a nigga saying that he gay. Listen, man. This was wrong with people. Again, like I've said, this was wrong with people in the Bible. They take what they want and they twist it and manipulate it to make it what it. See, that's the thing. That's the reason why God had the Bible orchestrated the way that it is. For you to take not just one thing, but multiple things positively from it. Not saying, hey, I want you guys to subliminally know that, you know, you can be gay, and that God don't deal with confusion. It's the men that have confusion in their heart that put it in there and deal with it themselves. Okay? How many times have Sonetta switched religions, switched beliefs? Every time especially if he gets two people to debate and he finds something new he didn't know, then he switches. I mean, he's confused. He don't know what religion he wants to be. All right?
Let me ask you a question. Can you go to Samuel's 1:26?
First Samuel or second Samuel?
I think it's just Samuel's.
Samuel got one or two.
No. It's First Samuel's, I think. First Samuel's 1:26. Go ahead.
Okay. First Samuel 1:26. She said, "Oh my Lord, as thy soul liveth, my Lord."
No. Second Samuel's 1:26.
He don't even know where he at.
Second Samuel 1:26. I am distressed for thee, my brother Jonathan. Very present hast thou been unto me. Thy love to me was wonderful past the love of women.
What the hell is going on here?
Same thing like brother.
Can you read it again? Can you read it again and read it slow? Because this is a brother speaking to another brother.
Of course.
And he's talking about his love that he had for him as of another woman. Can you say that again, brother? Read it slow.
I got you. 2 Samuel 1:26.
These motherfuckers is crazy with this shit.
Stop. I'm going to do it like the Hebrews do. I am distressed for thee, my brother Jonathan. So he's letting you know that I am distressed. Something is bothering me, bro. Where you at? I'm in love with you. You ain't giving me your love back. Go ahead, read.
That's not what he's saying here, but
read, brother.
Yeah, that's
read,
not
brother.
what he's saying. That's not what he's saying, and that's why he wanted to break that down like that, because this is what these fucking narcissists do. You trying to break it down piece by piece to create your own narrative, your own narrative of that. You're not That's not what. Look, this is how people get in trouble when they do shit like this. All right, because that's not what the fuck it says. You're interpreting what you want it to say, and in doing that, you set your own narrative. You know, okay, I can. You know, if it's that easy, then you have to erase history. Everyday history would have to start over again if you could set narratives like this every fucking day, because somebody will have something new that they'll find, or some new information that they'll know or share with people, and then you got to go all the way back to square one. No. That's not what the fuck it says, Sinetta. You love playing this game. That's why I don't debate. That's why I don't do debates. We can have a discussion, and then if I feel like you're going too far, then it's over with. You're not going to be making money off of me because you trying to make things sound the way you want them to sound. You know, I can sit there and say, for God so loved the world. Okay, right there, for God loved the world. God didn't love man. God loved the world. God loved the plant. And I can go on and act like, you see how I just switched the whole damn narrative? I can make you seem like God just fucking hates us. But go ahead, Sonetta. Your bullshit.
So what the Lord is saying, barely pleasant hast thou been unto me. Like you gave me your love.
Hold on.
Brother, you gotta let me do my Hebrew shit, brother. All right, go ahead. Finish reading it, brother. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you read the whole thing slow though. Go ahead.
Okay. Very pleasant hast thou been unto me. Thy love to me was wonderful.
Oh, hold up, stop right there. Thy love to me was wonderful. What the hell is going on? Go ahead, finish on.
Passing the love of women.
Passing the love of women. Meaning, he's telling you, Jonathan, the love that you gave to me passed the love that I had with another woman. This is exactly what he is saying, brother. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, you said it.
Thank you.
See, brothers say all the time, I'm not gonna put a broad before my man's. And
oh, nah, brother. No. Stop it, brother. Stop, man. See, y'all try. Stop that, man. Come on, brother.
This is relatable to a slogan
Oh,
that black men.
All right, son. Let me explain it to you, because I don't understand. And you an OG. You should know this. All right. Look, man. If I sat there and I took a box of Timberlands, right, a box of boots, buried them in my backyard, right, with a note attached saying that these boots are the bomb. Buried them motherfuckers. I die, go, pass away. My kids grow up in this house. They go, pass away. My grandkids grow up in this house. They go, pass away. My great-grandkids get the house now, right? And one of their kids go dig in the fucking backyard, pick these fucking boots up, and they see this note. Now, it's been how many fucking years now? Let's say it's been 50, 60 years that done been them past. 80, 70 years that been them past from now, okay? The definition of bomb may not be the fucking same. The language and the lingo is different, okay? So, what meant bomb to me when I was living in, I buried them, may not mean bomb to my great grandchild when they're here. You know what I'm saying? That might mean like bomb might mean fucking Dorito back. I mean, by the time, and it's just like people twist shit around because they can't get familiar with the link that it's determining what it is that's being said and how it's being said. That's what people's problem is. Now, just like he's saying, people do say all the time, like, he didn't say, now, if you had something in there where, he's saying they were physically romantic and shit like that, then you could read more into that. He said, the love you have for me was wonderful, passing the love of women. In other words, like, the love that we have for each other, passes what you may have for your wife. Don't you love your brother? Do you love your brother? All right, let me ask you this. If you out there and you're a man and you're married, do you love your brother more than your wife? Or do you love your wife more than your brother? You know what I'm saying? In this situation, he's probably like, look, you love, you know what I mean? Me and you had a bond, and you love me more than you love, a woman that you was dealing with. You know what I mean? We're closer than that. Not physically, we fucking and all that other shit. Fuck on. So I better be bugging the fuck out.
That gay when a brother say bros before hoes. That's not gay, right? But this is
brother. Come on, Gorilla Hebrew. We gotta stop this, man. We got to stop this, brother.
We ain't gonna stop nothing because you can't sit here and tell me that brothers don't say this every day.
Oh my God.
Meanwhile, Spell 700 say that one of your gods fucked his son in the ass.
No, hold on, brother. Hold on. You the one that's being interrogated right now, brother.
You can't flip it, huh?
And when you call me on your show, you can do all of that.
Y'all can do all the interrogating, but y'all can't never be interrogated.
But all you gotta do is call me on your show. I'll come on there. I will come on there.
That's fine.
So now let me ask you another question. Let's move on. Who carries the seed, the woman or the man?
Well, a man has a seed and he put it in a woman, so both parties technically carry a seed. That's true.
But don't y'all always say that the woman don't carry the seed? And now you're saying that the woman do carry the seed?
The seed does not originate in the woman, but does she carry it? Of course, because it's put into her. So she carries it for 9 months gestation.
Can you show me anywhere in the scriptures of that?
Where a woman carries a seed?
No, where the seed is put into her, where she don't have a seed unless a man put it into her. Can you show me anywhere where it says that? It is the man who only carries the seed, not women. Can you show me something like that?
What do you mean? Like, I'm trying to understand.
All right. In order for you to make that claim, you have to get it from the scriptures where it says only the man carries the seed. Right? That's what I'm saying.
It's a logical fact that a man carries the seed. That's just, everyone knows the man has semen in his.
Can you go to the book of Genesis 3:15, brother, and read that out for us?
Of course, I've already referenced Genesis 3:15, so I'll reference it again. Genesis 3:15, and I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed.
Stop right there. In between her seed and thy seed, and in between thy seed and her seed, he will put what? Evil or hatred or distrust in between the seed. Why is he doing that? Between the man and the woman.
Between the serpent seed and Eve's seed?
Yeah, now there you go. The serpent.
Yeah.
The serpent have a seed, brother?
Yes, of course the serpent has a seed.
Okay.
Serpent's a man, so he got kids, yeah.
Okay. And he will put enmity between the seeds of his seed and her seed. But you say that the woman don't have a seed.
No, I didn't say that the woman doesn't have a seed. The seed doesn't originate in the woman. But I'm saying, as soon as you ask me, I said, yes, a woman does carry a seed.
Can you back that up?
He said basically they both do, a man and a woman.
I'm trying to understand how you want me to back up logical sense that everyone knows.
No, that's not true. Back it up with scripture, brother. You got to be able to back that up. If you're going to say that the woman...
You just read to me the woman has a seed. You just asked me to read a verse to say a woman has a seed.
Right.
So why are you even asking the proof difference right there.
Exactly.
What you asked for the reason.
But here's your spin on it, though, Gorilla. You're saying that the man put the seed in her for her to have it. I'm asking you, where do you get it from? Because see, what we do all the time is we add our own interpretation. So when I say give me the reference, you should be able to go to scripture and say, see, here's where the Most High telling you that the woman does not have a seed unless it's by the man. So where are you getting your understanding from that she does not automatically have a seed without the man? That's what I'm asking.
I mean, that's just how nature works, brother. I don't...
Oh God, let me explain this. So this is what it means, man. I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed, and it shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. In other words, when you have a child, that's what it's referring to. Look. There will be conflict between you and woman, and there will be conflict between you and child because of what the fuck you did. Not that God put it like I'm gonna put this on you. You know, no, it wasn't no shit like that. It's like, look, this is what's gonna happen now that you did this, because this is what I was trying to prevent from happening. But now you done popped the motherfucking seal open and opened up all this shit. Now, this is what has to happen. It has to be, it's going to be, and conflict can be just like, you know, Eve telling Cain or Abel, go do dishes. Well, why I gotta do the dishes? Why don't you let him do the dishes? Just conflict, just questioning, just a battle. Where if it would have been easier, it'd have been, go do the dishes. Yes, mother. It wouldn't be no fucking questioning. But when people start to question and test and question, look at where we at now. Now we done made shit that can kill fucking countries, kill innocent people, all kinds of shit. And it shall bruise thy head. Well, yeah, it shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his feet. Niggas always trying to switch the narratives or something.
I didn't have to read that in the Bible. I know that's how nature works.
Okay.
That's pretty common sense.
All right, brother. I'm just asking these questions, brother. Because we can't interpret the Bible on our own, brother. We got to be able to find out what's going on.
We got to use the Bible to interpret the Bible. That's how we understand the Bible.
Right.
Let me see here something. Let me see. I can't reference something off top, but let me just really quick see if there's something that alludes to what you're saying real quick. Right.
Once again, y'all, we are listening to our brother Gorilla Hebrew out in Atlanta right now, doing what he do. And I had Captain Tazorian earlier today, and I'm gonna play his video because I was asking the captain all these questions too, face to face. We was face to face today, so I will play Captain Tazorian later on, and of course, Captain Tazorian, him too. What he does is change the word of God and say, well, this is what God is saying. Like y'all dudes kill me, man. Like y'all had a personal relationship with God, and he was telling y'all, well, this.
And that's not what you're doing right now. You're doing the same exact thing, but you're doing worse because you're taking the whole damn thing, switching narrative. I want to know, why do you want to make God gay so bad? That's my question. Why are you like hell bent on God being gay or being homosexual so fucking bad? Because you're looking for the wrong person. If you think about it, at the end, you're looking for someone else.
That's what I mean when they ask you.
And we'll get into that
then tell
too.
them that this is what I really mean. I mean, that's crazy to me, man. Y'all changing the word of God, brother. And that's wrong.
I'm good. Yo, my fault about that yesterday. I don't know what happened.
So there's things that just don't translate the same.
Do the Most High lie? Do the Most High encourages people to lie, brother?
What do you mean does the Most High encourage people to lie?
Well, like saying a lie. Like say he'll put a spirit of lies on you.
Of course, the Most High put the spirit of lie out. That's 1 Kings 22:22, brother.
Oh, you see it? You watching it? That's right. So listen.
I know that.
So why would the Most High? Why would the Most High put the spirit of a lie in the man's mouth when he say, "Go upon the earth"? You got a free will to do what you want to do. Why does the Most High? Okay. Why does the Most High always got to intervene and interfere and put the spirit of lies on someone? He put the spirit of sickness on people. He even made people get sick. Did you know that?
Of course.
So why is the Most High doing all? Hold on, let me ask the question. Why is the Most High doing all this wickedness that He don't want us to do? He tell us it's not good to lie. He tell us don't poison no one and make them sick. But the Most High can poison people and make them sick. Why is He getting people sick? Why is He putting the spirit of lies in the prophet's mouth and having them go amongst the people to teach, brother?
Because He's the Most High. It's His divine prerogative. If he's the supreme being, that means He has a divine prerogative to do whatever He feel like doing, and that's what He does.
And you're okay with the Most High lying?
How could I not be okay with what the Most High does? He's in control of things. I'm not. I'm subject to Him, so I can't disagree with what He's got going on.
Wow.
Now, let me break this down. Let me see. Now, therefore, behold, the Lord hath put a lying spirit in the mouth of all these thy prophets, and the Lord hath spoken evil concerning thee. I can go so deep with this conversation. People really are lost. People are lost because they interpret things the wrong way. So if I put a lying spirit in your heart, it's not a spirit to make you lie, but it's a spirit to make you see somebody telling the damn lie. That's what it is. Because if you stupid and you dumb and you walk into something, you know what the hell you walk. Look, I rather somebody tell me what I'm walking into beforehand, so I know what to look for, rather than just walk into some shit and the person knew what I was walking into and let me do it. Like I don't get, like, yo. Yeah, he spoke all the evil because look, this is the shit you wasn't supposed to know. But now that you know it because you listened to something that didn't bring you here, tell you that it's okay, that's why your ass has to be explained shit. You have to go through shit. You have to experience shit so you know right from wrong. And your free will given to you from God allows you to make a choice rather than be forced a choice. Just saying.
Told me to do. It's just that simple. But real quick, this is on the question you asked about the seed. Leviticus 15 and 18. The woman also, right? So here the woman, with whom man shall lie with, seed of copulation, right? So man have the seed of copulation. They shall both bathe themselves with water and be unclean until even. So it say when a man put his seed of copulation into a woman, that they gotta wash themselves after they have sex, basically. So they're showing you that the man had the seed of copulation that he put in a woman.
Okay, but I'm gonna leave it alone. But yeah, let's finish talking about this 1 Kings 22 and 23.
Okay.
Does the Lord encourage His people to lie, brother?
No, He doesn't encourage His people to lie. No.
Well, He just encouraged the prophets to lie by putting the spirit of lies in their mouth.
He encouraged them to lie, encouraged them to know what a lie is.
We have to follow. That's what we're subjugated to. Then you have something that's going on in another realm of existence that influences our realm, but that's not something that we have control or power over, so you can understand. So, no, He didn't encourage us to lie, but if somebody lies,
I hope this ain't his next thing he trying to go on. This right here. The Lord God am a jealous God. He hate God for some reason.
Just playing out parts in a movie. He's the director. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's the best way to understand our perspective is we're just playing movie role.
Okay. Let me ask you a question, brother. Let's say I see you over there and you got a beautiful woman. And I'm like, damn, Gorilla Hebrew got a beautiful queen. I wish I could get that. And so now I'm envious and jealous of you. Would I be wrong? Is that a weak spirit in me to be jealous of you because you got better things than I got?
Yes, sir. It is.
So, now you just said, yes, sir, that is. So, but I guess it's all right for the Most High to be jealous because in the book of Exodus, right?
Well, there's nothing wrong with you
Hold
being
on,
jealous.
hold on. You just said that would be wicked.
I'm
and
about
that
to
would be
go through
evil,
this
whatever.
whole.
In
I'm
the
about to
book
rip
of
this.
Exodus, hold on, brother. I'm going to get to you. In the book of Exodus 20:5, I, the Lord God, am a jealous God. Why is God jealous? Because man might want to follow another God, or man might want to go about his way and do what he want to do,
Listen
and he
to
may not choose the God that created him. Why does God get jealous, brother? Is that weak of God? Because that's a jealousy. That's a weak ass attribute to be jealous of another man for choosing someone else besides him. Why is God, your Most High, jealous of a man?
It's a divine prerogative to be jealous, and it's nonsensical for somebody to not worship the supreme being. It's ridiculous. But the analogy that you started with is not an analogy of jealousy, but rather covetousness, which is different than jealousy. It's the same way while if your woman was going around having sex with other men, that would upset you. Can't no man sit here and tell me that he'd be okay with his woman going around and having sex with other men. So that's the type of jealousy that the Most High gets when somebody who's supposed to worship him is worshiping another God, a false God. God
Actually, no, I'm gonna say it another way because that's a good example, but this is the best example for that. Okay, this is why we have children. This is why God said, "I will put enmity between him and his seed, and her and her seed." Okay, this is why she gave birth. This is why, because when you have children, you're supposed to understand a sense of where God's coming from. If you told your kid don't steal, and you're that child's father or mother, and then that child gets around somebody else, and that person tells them to steal that isn't their mother or father, are you going to be upset? Yes, you are. If you raised your child, worked every day, been there in that child's life every single day from the time it was born all the way to it graduating and everything, and then that child becomes, well established or whatever, and then says, I want to thank so and so because they've been there my whole life, and saying all the things you did, that wouldn't make you upset? That wouldn't make you pissed off or feel jealous or be mad or whatever? Exactly. So that's the kind of jealousy God has. We are God's children. If we go say somebody else is our father, knowing that God brought us here, of course God would get upset. You would get upset as a parent if your child says someone else is their parent and you weren't taking care of your responsibilities and shit like that. And you were. It would piss you off. It would piss you the fuck off. That's what it means. He's sitting here talking about, he's looking at it as things. Like, God be mad because I got a necklace. God be mad because... Why would God be mad about some shit that don't even matter? It's like, motherfucker, if I didn't even put that planet there, you wouldn't be here to know with a chain how to make one. So why would I be jealous of that? No, it's the sense of, like he just said, why would God be mad because the man want to go worship another God? Well, why would you? Did that God make you? Did that God bring you here? Did that God... No.
It's not actually even a God that's a statue or a picture or some madness like
sense,
that.
Man.
So why would God get jealous? Don't God know and create in the people that they would do that? Doesn't God know the foresight of the future? That he know that this is going to happen? That God know that there's going to be people that they're going to worship? So why would the Most High get jealous of something that he already knew was going to happen?
Because it's part of the movie, brother. It's that simple. It's all a part of his story. So he authored it and it's going exactly the way he wants it to go. So that's why it is that way.
So you saying it's all right for him to kill billions of people because of...
No, this is what it is. And this is what free will and all that comes into play. When you have again, this is why we have kids. This is why we are able to produce other human beings, for us to see how God feels, because it's like God produced us, all right, from birth. So if you hold on. Let me go back to something you said.
His weak spirit of being jealous of go ahead.
So I'm gonna say
His
this.
story. So he altered it and it's going the way exactly the way he wanted it to go. So that's why it is that way.
Oh, okay.
So you
Okay, about God knowing, like, why would God create people knowing that they be this way? Look, you can raise your child knowing how you raised them and knowing what's expected of them. That don't mean your child is going to shock the hell out of you and do some shit that you wouldn't expect them to do. Okay? Like, God is all knowing. Like, I know you're not supposed to go around raping people. But if you go around doing that, that's not expected. God's gonna be like, what the hell? You know better. You know not to do that. That's why when you die and they say God be like, God don't know who you are. That's why, because I don't know who the fuck you are. Cause I ain't teach you to do that shit that you were doing down there. I ain't teach you that. You knew better than that. You know better. Like it's things people know that they do is wrong. Okay, and they act like it isn't, or they want to bend the will or bend things around to make it so it's okay for them to do the evil and the bullshit that they do. But that's how you got people like me here, because I'm gonna get to the bottom of the bullshit. You know me.
and it's all right for him to kill billions of people because of his weak spirit of being jealous of
Hey.
There's nothing weak about him. He's just doing what he wants to do. He's letting things play out the way he wants to.
Listen to you, Gorilla. Come on, man. If we trying to be like God, hold on. Check it out. If we're striving to be like the Most High, right, and following His ways, why would He be the leader and doing everything He told us not to do, but He's doing it?
What's up, Fairy? So what's up, everybody that's in here, Evelyn and all y'all?
He told us not to do. We're supposed to follow what He told us to do and not do what He told us not to do. Everything else is different. That's why the Bible says His thoughts are not your thoughts. So you're trying to encapsulate the supreme being.
Brother, my thoughts are not your thoughts. Brother, what are you saying?
Oh, no, of course, but what I'm saying is the point of that is the mind of a human being cannot comprehend the mind of God. It just can't happen.
Okay.
So we're sitting here trying.
Actually, it can if it was sharp enough. I was just able to break down everything that he asked him just now in the commentary. I just broke down everything he put up there and what it really means. It's not that hard. You got to want to accept it. What it is that people, like men like Sonetta and women, what it is that certain people can't take that someone is above them, and that someone else has, has more authority over them, and it's hard for them to handle. It's hard for them to deal with. So they gotta try to find some way to put themselves above that. Put themselves above that situation, so they can do what it is that they want. It ain't hard. It ain't hard. He want him to say that God gay so he can do what with that? Go say it's okay to be gay? Are you doing this because this is Pride Month? Is that why you're on this? Like, this shit is crazy.
Rationalize things that are above our pay grade, so to speak, or above the mental capacity that we've been endowed with as being beings here on the earth. So if somebody has an issue with, I'm not saying that the questions you're posing are not logical, they're very logical, but my understanding is that we're all playing a part of the movie, and I understand that there's a higher purpose that may be beyond my realm of understanding, and that's all right, because I know that the instructions that I've been given from God are very sound, and I know how He operates in the earth, so I just play my part. So that's my thing. We all supposed to be out here playing our part. I'm not saying your questions are wrong. They're not wrong. They're very logical questions. But in understanding that we're human beings, and there's somebody above us or greater than us or outside of us that created us, I can't begin to understand why He does the things that He does. I just got to play my part.
All right. Thank you, my brother, for taking the time out. I'll let you have the last word. Go ahead and close out. Let the people know where they can find you at. And
like I said, man, people try to just twist and shake it, bend it, don't break it. They try to take it and bend it and make it their own. Just something else I never got on his page. Like this guy here, man.
What's good, people? It's your boy Khalil Amani. We back, part 3. Damn, how do you have that much information? Like I said, these were lectures I was doing as I was walking in the park, but now I'm giving you the proof. I'm showing it to you. And actually, all of these lectures are in greater detail because I've written about them. If you go back on my YouTube channel, you gotta scroll back, but I've written about all this stuff. But now
This here.
sit on down, get comfortable. Probably some of y'all ain't never cracked this Bible until now. So First Thessalonians, I know it's a long word, T-E-S-S, and Thessalonians. First Thessalonians 5. I saw it, I kind of went like, ooh, but people are raised different. She kisses her brothers on the lips, on the mouth, with no sexual connotation. And I noticed that the first brother, and then I saw her meet the second brother, third, fourth, fifth, all of them. That's the way they were raised. They kiss. I don't kiss my sister on the lips, or my brother on the lips, but my wife kisses her brother on the lips. And there's nothing wrong with it. That's the way they were raised. And I saw no sexual perversion and sexual connotation in that, in the way they greet one another. It is our own warpedness, our own bullshit understanding, our own androgynous. They got Jesus looking hella transvestitis. What do you mean, Khalil Amani? Yeah, it's right there in the Bible. Get your Bibles and turn to Revelation chapter 1.
Oh, now you messing with the wrong
Stay
one.
with me.
That's my book right there. Go ahead.
Revelation chapter 1.
Yeah.
I didn't even have this in my presentation, but it just came up in my head. So I thought
You about to get tore up.
I'm winging it right now. But yeah, they got Jesus looking hella like a transsexual transvestite. They got Jesus looking, I mean, I'm just saying, from, since we talking with our 21st century eyeballs, since if he walked around, in 2019 and we saw him down 125th Street, I'm just saying, I'm not saying he's transvestite, I'm not saying he's gay, but since we are so weak and carnal-minded, and since we don't give no context to shit when it's in our favor, like the Khalil kissing Yahweh ben Yahweh, since we give no context and we go literal and then we embellish, since we try to make other people in the conscious community out to be gay or bi or any of that shit, since we do all that, well, let's do Jesus like that. Why not? If you saw Jesus walking down 125th Street looking like how he looks in Revelation chapter 1, got a problem. Well, let's read it. Revelation chapter 1, starting with verse 13. And it says, and in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, that's Jesus, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with the golden girdle. Hold on, stop there. Hold the fuck on. Oh. So here's Jesus, a.k.a. the Son of Man, and it's described in his appearance. And it describes him, it says he was clothed with a garment down to the foot. They might call that a dress. But I know some of y'all might say it's a robe. Some Hebrews, they have these little robes they wear. They just go down just past their knees. But here is Jesus with a garment down to his fucking feet. They call that a dress. Not a robe, that's a fucking dress. But let's go further. It said he was girt about the paps. What does that mean? He had on his long garment that was girt about the paps. There's 2 words, girt and pap. Girt is short for girdle. Your mama wears a girdle. I know there are men girdles, but Jesus got on a girt. He's girt about the paps. What are the paps? You know what the paps are? No, you ain't never heard that. paps are breastises. It didn't say he had a girdle around his chest. It said he had a girdle around his paps, his breast. But I don't believe you understand. I don't believe you believe. So let's just go over here. I think I looked it up. Did I put? Let me look it up real quick. Because some of y'all might say, oh, that don't girdle. That ain't paps ain't breasts. Why do they give Jesus fucking breasts instead of a chest? Oh, Khalil, you just being literal. You just being literal. Well, let's see. Let's see. Here's the dictionary. The word pap. What does the word say? What does it say? Pap. A woman's breast or nipple. And here's Revelation chapter 1 talking about Jesus was girt about the paps. Plural, meaning both breasts. Jesus was girt about the paps with a golden girdle. The word paps says it's a woman's breastises or nipple. Why do they explain Jesus in such an androgynous slash feminine slash transsexual way? Why is his appearance androgynous? Why do they describe Jesus having paps, breastises, nipples? Why did I say he has a girdle about the chest? Strong. Okay, breasts. Oh, breastises. The long flowing garment down to his footsies. I'm just showing you, since you niggas like to be literal, since you niggas like to go to commit to Egypt and look over the walls and see the sacred symbolism and the sacredness of what those people and how they understood the creation stories in the world, since you take that literal, I'm doing the same shit that you're doing. Don't be mad. Don't hate.
First of all, I don't know what the hell he doing. I don't know what the fuck he talking. I know what he talking about, but I don't know, like, in the sense of how he's trying to word it. I don't know what the fuck he talking about. He's taking it, again, this is a person that centuries later is taking something and interpreting it the way that he wants to believe it now today. He wasn't there back then and didn't know what that meant. If everything has to do with the upper chest area, it don't mean Jesus had breasts, you idiot. It just means he had whatever he was wearing went up across his chest of what he wore. I don't know, man. They be taking just like the littlest things and taking 10 and making it 100. It just don't even make no damn sense. No dress today, don't worry. I'm going to debunk this maggot. God doesn't have breasts, only all you big guys are here. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, come on, man. If everything you say has to do with the chest area, if that means breast now, and we're talking about a man, then you know that means the chest area, you know what I mean, was made of gold, and then everything, it came down like everybody had a damn robe. Like, he had, like, there was like Gucci, Louis, Fendi and shit like that. I can't take it, man. I can't take it. God gonna take care of this, though.
The Bible says Jesus was girt about the paps with a golden girdle. He wore a girdle. He had a long dress on, and the nigga had breasts.
No, that's not what the fuck is saying. He was girt about the paps. That means, if anything, that means that Christ wasn't like no fucking, he ain't like hung his head low or no shit like that. He was a broad-chested, you know what I mean, a broad-chested man. He's stuck out with his, you know what I mean, walked with his fucking chest out. And he wore gold, and the shit was made of gold. Like, what the fuck? Where you getting titties and all this other... Oh, gosh, man. So you tell me they was having sex changes back then, too. Is that what you're implying now? See, this is what I'm saying. People set this narrative. Now you got to go all the way the fuck back. And this is what they want you to do. Now you got to take everything and go all the way back. Because now you're calling God a liar. Now you got to go all the way the fuck back and start all over. For what? Because you don't know what the hell you're reading. You can't understand what it is that you're reading. And then you're interpreting this shit the way you want it to be. To set your own narrative. To be where it is you want to be. If you want to be gay, then be gay. We in the world now. You can do that. Don't try to get God to agree with you. Just because that's something that is that you wanted to do. Hold on a minute here, right?
And view shit with their own Twitter. Okay. Deeper century mind. Now I know there's a greater meaning to that. I know there's a greater meaning to that. But these Hebrew Israelites, when they look at Egypt, they don't get the right understanding. They don't get the symbolism. They call it the it's auto fellatio. Ooh, they're perverts. Ooh, he's sucking his own dick. Ooh, look at Gib. Ooh. You don't look into it with a greater understanding. So why the fuck are you asking me to look at Jesus with a greater understanding? I'm looking at just like I'm using the lens that you're using. You're being literal about Egypt. I'm being literal about your fucking God. The nigga was on some gay transsexual shit.
No, he wasn't.
That's what the book says.
No,
if
it
you want
don't.
to get literal.
No, it don't.
But if you saw a nigga with breastises and a long ass dress, you would think he was a dude with a dress on.
No, all right, so since you got the answer, and that's the answer, then where did Jesus get titties from? Where did these titties magically appear? You don't hear about no titties on Jesus until Revelations. Now Jesus got titties. When did he get a sex? When did he do this? Caitlyn Jenner. You're being real fucking blasphemous and being an asshole saying some shit like this, man. It ain't because I'm with some Kemet or whatever, because if they got motherfuckers sucking their own dick and everything, that shit twisted and weird and nasty too. All that, what you saying and what the fuck they doing or saying or did or where, that shit all is fucking disgusting. And it's nasty and it's fucking twisted and perverted. For you to have a mind like that, to think that Jesus will go through the whole fucking New Testament and Jesus went to somebody in Israel and said, hey, you know what, I want some titties. Give ye thy son of light thy breast, so that they sit firm upon thy pecs or some shit. What the fuck? Like, what the fuck, you know?
Oh yeah, we going there. Moving right along from this kissing. Moving right along. Listen. And so Judas used a common device, a common thing that they have been doing all along to show the Romans who Jesus was. And that thing was a so-called holy kiss that we read about earlier in those 6 scriptures. It's the holy kiss that we read about in the Old Testament. It's the same holy kiss that Khalil and Yahweh ben Yahweh did once upon a time. But I'm going to take it further. I'm going to tell you that Judas kissed Jesus on the lips just like Yahweh ben Yahweh kissed me on the lips. I don't believe you heard me, Junior. In my Richard Pryor voice. Say what? Say word. Say word. I said Judas kissed Jesus on the lips, not on the fucking cheek. And I can prove it in your Bible. Yes, I can. I said Judas kissed Jesus exactly how Yahweh ben Yahweh.
Yeah. Come on, let's hear your bullshit.
Okay.
And if you're gonna lie, wear a clean hat.
It says,
If you're gonna lie, wear a clean hat. It's like, no, I'm just joking.
Judas came to Jesus and said, "Hail, Master," and kissed him. That's the reference for you folks who don't know that Judas kissed Jesus and kissed him. Now, let me prove this. It doesn't say right there where Judas kissed Jesus. It doesn't say that right there. Does it? It doesn't. It could have been on the forehead, could have been on the cheek, could have been on the lips, could have been on the shoulder, neck, shoulder, hand. But he kissed him. Now let me give you the reference scripture to prove where he kissed him. That's right. Let me show you where Judas kissed Jesus. Now some of you folks got that little puny Bible, but I got a big ass, King.
Yeah. Shut up. Get to it. I don't. Come on.
This is called the reference column. And what the reference?
Yeah.
9, it says, and kissed him, and kissed him, and kissed him, and kissed him. Right above the word "and," there's a little R, as in R. And give you a little bit more insight on when it says, and kissed him.
Mm-hmm.
So when we go over to the reference column, it takes us to 2 Samuel 20 and 9. So if you have your Bibles, go over to 2 Samuel. That's Old Testament. That's way back. Again, verse 49, where it says, and forthwith he came to Jesus and said, "Hail, Master," and kissed him. Right where it says, and kissed him, my Bible has an R right above the word "and."
Oh, man, just come on.
And it tells me to go look in the reference column, and I'm going to give you a scripture to help you understand.
Oh, God. Just get to it.
2 Samuel. I get over to 2 Samuel because it told me to go over there.
Oh, go. Come on. Shut up. Damn, I'm trying to hurry up.
And Joab said to Amasa, "Art thou in health, my brother?" And Joab took Amasa by the beard with his right hand
Don't get.
and kissed him.
The who. God going to add and take away. Look, listen. Let me tell you something. Evelyn, don't get too bent out of shape. People like this, you can't even. It's so easy, man. That's what I'm saying. Like him, Sonetta, their logics of thinking and the way they trying to turn the Bible, it's like it's fucking hilarious. It's so you can't even get mad. You just gotta laugh. It turns into fucking laughter because you're just like, oh my gosh, nigga, you really saying this? And then when I interpret and when I tell you what is being said, you don't want to accept it, so you trying to find another way. You know. And it said, but look, you know what? He know. This is what I'm saying. You can't fuck with me when it comes to Revelations. Like that's my book. Now, I'll tell you this though. With him doing all this, he should have read the very last chapter scripture in Revelations, because it says, you take anything away from this, or you add anything onto it, that's your ass. You can't even.
I don't believe you heard me.
See what you said, liar?
Art thou in health, my brother? And Joab took Amasa by the beard with his right hand and kissed him. Oh, shit. I don't believe you heard me. I said I don't. It said, took him by his beard. Now a beard, let's get this, let's understand this. A beard is not on one side of the face. A beard comes from here to here, comes down, and then goes down. The book says that Joab took his brother Amasa by the beard. Let me just, it said by one hand, not two hands. So if I took somebody by the beard, I would take him like this. Not on one side or this side.
Why wouldn't you?
It said the beard. The beard is the complete
anywhere
thing
there.
down.
Anywhere in that area.
And so Josiah
fucking
takes
idiot.
Amasa by the beard with one hand, it says, and kisses him. You tell me, if you took somebody by the beard with one hand, where would the kiss end up? On the lips, goddammit. But I know what you...
Because that's where you would kiss him. Because that's that's how the fuck you think. If a beard covers all this here, all right, grab him by the beard don't mean he was like, come here, you. It just grabbed him by the beard and laid and plant one on him. No, he could have been grabbed by a beard. He could have like turned him to the side, give him a kiss on the cheek. Turn him to this side, give him a kiss on the cheek. Why y'all want God to be gay, man? What is it that y'all hiding? Because it's getting to that point now. What is it that you want to say? Because it's getting to, it seems like when motherfuckers get real defensive and they try to make shit, you try to make shit all around about something, it's something you got to come out and say. So what is it? You know what I mean? Because I know one thing y'all say about God, y'all do agree on, God loves everyone, right? And I think that's what it is. I think that you want to say something. I'm not even going to say what it is. I'm just going to say maybe you want to say something and you don't know how to say it. And you want to make sure that there's somewhere you'll be accepted for where it is that you have to say. So you're trying to set the background. You know what I mean?
I say, oh no, he took my beard, he turned his face, and he kissed him on the cheek.
Yeah, why not?
No. Took him by the beard and gave him a full-on mwah.
Did it say that?
His own brother. Again, just like Aaron did Moses. I said Josiah earlier. Here was Joab, who says to his brother.
He went way off about what he was saying about Jesus and Judah.
See that R right above it? Right there, little tiny R. Little tiny R, little tiny R. See it? That R is a reference.
Facts, Love Pink.
And it tells you to go up. I got it drawn. See the arrow? I got the arrow.
Yeah, I don't even need all that. I don't even need all that. See, thank you, Lord. That's what I got. You see where he looking, right? You see the book up in the top, very top right corner. You see it? You ain't got to tell me nothing. I know what he's trying to do, and I know he's trying to make it sound and look like. If there's something you have to deal with in your life, deal with it and talk to God or whoever you feel as though is your spiritual guidance or counsel or whoever your mentor is. Talk to them about it, man. But don't try to put your shit off on God because of the choices you made. That go for you, Sonetta, Polite, Umar, anybody else who try to like do that shit. Like, you can't blame nobody that ain't here for the shit that you doing that while you here, motherfucker. And just leave that shit like that. Alright? You can't sit up there and do that. I can't sit up there and say it's God's fault, this, that, and the third. God ain't did shit. God said, look, I give you a choice. You got choices. The only way it's anybody's fault other than my own is if I'm put in a place where I don't have a choice.
In the book.
When my freedom is taken away from me that God gave me, then...
You got the reference scriptures. That's the reference scriptures. I hope that some of y'all have a good reference Bible so you can make that transition.
Yeah.
Because his brother was sick. That's how Judas kissed Jesus. Is that homosexuality? I think not. But if I think like you Hebrew niggas think, then I would say yes. If I think like a nigga on YouTube who thinks he's a Bible...
Okay, and I'll even say this. Let me ask this, I should say. If you're not referencing it to be something that's homosexual, then what the fuck is your point? What the fuck is your point? What are you getting at? Cause see, like I said, just something maybe that you might want to talk about, probably. Yeah, I'm gonna just leave it like that. Sometimes that's what people do, man. People do that. I'm telling you, this is what the world's based on now. Changing the narrative, all right? Blocking the truth by saying you're hating because you're not going with the flow of the crowd or the world or what's being accepted by the majority. Okay? That shit, switching narrative, saying that you're hating when the truth is being spoken. Excuse me. Platforms like social media, everything, using masses of people to come together, even though you know your cause is bullshit, to go against the littler person that's telling the truth. Like if me and Sinetta had a conversation right now, I have 100 and something people that, you know what I mean, that rock with me on my thing. He has 1,000 something, you know, so the mass majority would look at whatever he's saying is true because you don't got that many people following you. You got that people, first of all, I don't want nobody following me. I like people just to be in tune and have fun while I crack these fucking jokes and speak these fucking facts. That's all it is. But these people want hard-on followers. You know, you're not supposed to follow no man. You know what I'm saying? And you see all these people, they get mad when you go listen to somebody else or use somebody else's channel. They be like, oh, you was on so-and-so channel, you'll block them. They can't leave no comment. You was messing with the enemy. It's like, motherfucker, we on a computer. But anyway.
Scholar, because he has a couple of books and a couple of Hebrew books. If I think like that nigga, then I could bastardize this same story of Judas kissing Jesus and make it my own ghetto midrash, which is a retelling of a story. You
can, but you can, and that's exactly my. Now, see, that's what I'm saying. See, Nature Boy and all y'all. That's why I'm y'all higher self. I'm y'all higher self, and it's always that person that ain't a nobody in the hole some fucking where. You know what I mean? Nobody listen to you in the corner, all quiet and everything else. You know. Well, I'm gonna let them go ahead and finish this up.
Tell you what happened between Jesus and Judas. See, it was nighttime, you know, there's candlelight on the campfire, and Judas came in and he took Jesus by the waist. This is all the shit that he was saying about me. He took Jesus by the waist and drew him in close and put his hands around Jesus' waist and stuck his tongue all the way to the back of Jesus' throat and tickled his fucking tonsils. I can do that, see. You could take that story and do the same thing. The same thing that a fucking pseudo-scholar on YouTube would try to take my quick reference to the fact that I once gave a man a holy kiss in the religious tradition, in the religious sense. Take that story and bastardize it and turn a holy kiss, as we have read, turn that into we was tongue fucking. We was playing tonsil hockey. It ain't so funny when the rabbit got the gun, huh? And I'm the motherfucking rabbit up in here now. It ain't so cool now, is it, YouTuber? When I can take your fucking savior and make him look like he's a faggot in these YouTube streets. It ain't so funny when I can show you that the kiss that Judas laid on him was a smack on the lips all the way back to Samuel. The rabbit got the gun now. It ain't so funny, is it? But I know you're gonna grab your Hebrew books and start, the word actually said, brother. Oh, shut the fuck up, nigga. Shut the fuck up. It ain't so funny when the rabbit got the gun. I know these niggas ain't showed y'all that. They ain't showed you that. But I'm showing it to you. Because I'm the Bible scholar in these YouTube streets. I'm the numero uno.
Nah, no, you're not. I am. So, no, you're not. You just think you are. You know, and all that blasphemous shit you were just saying. You know, look, how come we in there? What's the name of that album? The Sound of Revenge. It's crazy because said God put Jews for this tongue in the veins.
I'm the ex-Hebrew Israelite that has a full grasp on all the traditions of the ancient Hebrews, Jews, Israelites, whatever the fuck they want to call themselves. And this word Hebrew, let me deal with that while I'm on the subject. This word Hebrew, the word
I don't get on to that too
as
much.
wanderers by the indigenous people. Facts.
Yeah, he got something to talk about. He don't. He put a lot of S's on the back of that dare. And see, first I took him kind of seriously when he was walking and he was talking. I was like, okay, you know what I mean? At least he's somebody who seemed like they serious. But now it's just like, oh God, there's another character. So I never done gave him a little sunshine and gave him a little razzle dazzle. Now he's going to just take it. He's going to take it out there. So. Oh man, but this is what they do, yo. This is what the fuck they do. They take shit, they switch the narrative because you got something on your mind. You got some R. Kelly shit. You got some. Man, I'm so fucking sick of this shit. Hold on, y'all. Let me let him finish.
Fuck is you talking about? You a Hebrew. Hebrew is slang. Hebrew was given to you. You are carrying the name and the title of a name given to you. Because you were a people without a land, and the people who you came in contact with saw that and thus labeled you wanderers, i.e. Hebrews.
You giving us that Daffy Duck.
God damn, this is elementary 101.
I know.
What the fuck is wrong?
This ain't even elementary to me. This is like some preschool shit to me. This ain't even preschool. This is getting your child ready for daycare shit to me. all kinds of sweet, savory sausages on a Saturday, translate into a sauteed onion on Sunday. Oh boy, no, you are not. You are the father of Lucifer's son. Yeah, this nigga got a hat that says dope, so you know not to trust him. Don't ever trust an old head with a young boy hat on. He don't know what the fuck. If he out of touch with where he should be at his age, then oh man, he got on cocaine white. He said, yeah, down where my hat that says dope. They'll get it, I guess. Nah, but this ain't about cracking jokes, so I just thought I'd make y'all laugh a little bit. But on some real shit, man, y'all gotta stop doing that stuff out here, man. Every time I see one of y'all trying to switch the narrative, I'm getting you. Y'all already know I'm on the fucking job. I'm on the job. You want Jesus to be a faggot, a transgender. You want Jesus to be all these other things. What is it that y'all got to talk about? Is it something you got to say? I don't want to hear about these niggas is married or these brothers got kids and they married and shit. Because look at Caitlyn Jenner, okay? He proved to the world in front of everybody you can have kids and a wife and still want to be something else. So fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. He said Judas put his tongue down Jesus' throat. Oh man. Lord have mercy, man. Let's see. I had something for him. Wait, it was something he said.
This is elementary.
This is elementary.
All came from the Pharisaic tradition. But he didn't know history. But he did know history because he understood that the people that he would be addressing had been steeped in goddess worship for 25,000 years. And here he comes. Here he comes, addressing a people who had used sex, gay and straight, as ritual and worship for 25,000 years. And here come Paul trying to address it.
Like I said, another character. Before you ever see somebody's face and you see him do something, then you start to make the face because you're trying to figure. No, stop. Y'all gotta stop this, man. It says that at the very end of the very last thing that's said in the Bible, all the way at the end. Y'all don't need to tell you no chapter of scripture. Just go all the way to the end of the Bible, all the way past Old Testament, all the way to the end of the New Testament, and read that to yourself. You ain't got to post it or say, I felt that I can. Just read it. And that's for the people that's doing the shit that they doing now. All right. Keep switching up the damn narrative every damn time. And because you don't like your answer you're getting, you're going to keep going. You're going to keep digging. Like, not digging because you want to know, digging because you're trying to find something. And you ain't going to find shit. Come on now, you talking about God. God got that solid clad. Like, you can find no holes in my logic. This nigga trying to find holes in my logic? Oh, y'all want to hear what Apostle Paul said? Okay.
An interloper. A fucking aggressor of another people's religious traditions. Here he comes with his letters to the think that homosexuality is right or wrong. It doesn't matter that